What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about another one from Kino Lorber's Studio Classics, and it is The Maze, which has a maze in it, which is nice. It's always nice whenever the promise is fulfilled like that. Anyway, movie is about this dude named Gerald. He's engaged to Kitty. Everything is going really well, but then he gets some bad news that his uncle has passed away, and he needs to go back to his family estate, which is this sprawling, mysterious place with this gigantic, looming, ominous castle. He's got to go back there and take care of some family matters alone. So he heads there. Meanwhile, Kitty's sitting back at home. Where's my fiance at? What's he doing? She doesn't hear anything for weeks, and then all of a sudden she gets a letter that's kind of worded strangely and doesn't really feel like it is actually from him or in his own voice, saying that the engagement is off. Well, she's not going to take this breakup lying down. She's certain that something else is going on with Gerald, so she heads to the estate to get some answers. As it turns out, Gerald is on hard times. In just those few weeks, he seems to have aged like a lot. He's looking pretty bad. His whole attitude has changed. He's got a much worse disposition. He's basically just almost like a completely different person. Everybody there at the estate tells Kitty and her aunt, who accompanied her, that they need to leave in the morning because this is they're not part of the family and this is a family situation. But she is not willing to accept that, so she's going to poke around and try to find some answers, including maybe the secrets of the maze. And that's what the movie essentially is about. So this is kind of a Victorian Gothic chiller. I liked it. I feel like the pacing is deliberate, but it's not slow. Although it does, I think there's a difference between slow and slow burn. Because in a slow burn, everything is always moving forward and progressing, with atmosphere and tension and mood, whereas slow is just kind of slow. I don't feel like this movie is ever dull or boring, but it is deliberately paced and has that slow burn feel to it. But I feel like it's constantly ratcheting up the tension in the atmosphere. I love the visuals in this movie. I think the set design and the locations are really cool. The maze obviously is awesome. The performances are okay. They're not fantastic, but they're all right. You got Richard Carlson, who's a genre veteran, Veronica Hurst. So they're okay. They're nothing spectacular though. It is kind of a thriller / horror movie, but don't expect intense horror elements here. Although it does definitely have, like I said, it's got good atmosphere and tone and mood. So it does feel kind of like a horror movie, but it's really not. I think the best part about this movie is the finale. You have this kind of dignified, classy movie up to the ending, and then it's just somebody lights a fuse and just everything just turns into chaos. It is wild. You have to see it to believe it. A lot of people don't like it. They feel like it's a really outlandish, stupid ending, but I think it makes sense if you kind of take in everything that happens at the estate. It's all the common sense answers for what's going on are slowly eliminated one by one as red herrings or dead end twists, and you're starting to think what could possibly be going on here, and then it happens and you're like, oh, okay, that's what was happening here. I like that. I like that it was unpredictable and wild toward the end, and definitely for the way that the rest of the movie sets it up, makes it even more amazing. So I really liked The Maze. I thought it was a lot of fun. The Blu-ray is from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. It's got a 4K scan of both the right and left eye cameras, so if you want to see this in 3D, you can, but you don't have to. I didn't watch it in 3D, but I did watch the 2D version, obviously, and I think it still holds up pretty well. You can definitely tell some of the scenes that are set up for 3D, but also you can just kind of tell that some of the just subtle atmosphere stuff maybe would have been a little bit more immersive in 3D, but I still think it's a more than solid watch even in the 2D version. It's also got, what's it got on here? Audio commentary track by a bunch of film historians. It's got an interview with Veronica Hurst. It's got the original 3D trailer. So it's got some decent extras. The transfer itself looks really good. It looks super clean, super, super detailed. Not eye-popping, super fine detail, but really good-looking detail. Much better than you might think from a 1953, kind of lower-budget 3D movie. So I think the transfer holds up really well, and I think it's a really solid disc. So if you're oh my god, if you're a fan of kind of spooky, chilly thrillers with a little tinge of horror and just things that just completely unravel in the finale, I would definitely check this one out. I had a lot of fun with it, and I think if you're a fan of the genre, you will too. So that's my review of The Maze. You can read a full write-up at markfusion.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon for exclusive content. You can follow me on Letterboxd, and you get an idea of what I've been watching and what might be coming here soon. All of that is under Mark Fusion. You can find me everywhere at Mark Fusion. But the best thing you do to help me out is just hit that sub button. Free, easy, direct way to support me. Help me to continue to make content. Make it so that I don't have to go through the same fate as Gerald, and you just have to watch the movie to understand the horrific fate that awaits at that estate. So, and also watching old videos is a huge help as well if you want to support my channel. It doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal, but it actually is. It's a massive help to me. So if there's something that catches your eye, by all means, check it out. It's a huge help to me. So thank you very much for watching The Maze. Hope you guys liked it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.